Hello everybody, Kevin here, Rafter94. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're back with another monthly update video. And today we're going to be talking about the games that we are going to be checking out for May. And for the looks of it, May doesn't seem to be too many big games coming out. There are a few games that it is in my list that is coming out this month, so we'll be checking out. There is one big game though that will be coming out, and maybe a second one too if I decide to buy it or not. But without further ado, let's get into it. So right off the bat, we got, of course, the next big title coming out in May, and that is going to be 007 First Light. Was it First Light? Yeah, First Light, which is a brand new James Bond game that we haven't had in like what, a decade now. Like the last one we had was the one with Daniel Craig on, I think, on the 360, the Nintendo Wii. I can't remember, but we haven't had a James Bond game in a very long time. And I've been keeping an eye on this game. Like the first review that they showed for the game, it looked pretty good, although the performance could have been better. It was extremely choppy, and especially with the airplane, he's like adjusting, the plane's rotation and all that stuff move around, and the game went down to like 5 frames per second. I was like, ooh, that's rough. Now, I think this game was supposed to come out much earlier, but they delayed it all the way up to May, which I think it was a really smart play, because this game would have been an absolute disaster if it decided to release. I think it was March. It's supposed to come out in March originally, but they delayed it all the way to May, which, like I said, I think it was a good idea. So that way they got ironed out, all the issues that they had in the first review, like the performance especially. And I think they might have narrowed down. I'm not entirely sure, but we're definitely going to be checking out First Light. And since I already got the game pre-ordered, we'll be able to play the game 2 days early. So it's going to be coming out on the 25th of May instead of the 27th. So we should be able to play the game firsthand a little bit earlier. Hopefully the game is good. I'm really hoping it's good. It is made by Nioh Interactive, which is the same guys that made the Hitman games. And I love the Hitman game, so I'm really hoping they'll nail down with First Light. And I'm thinking they're gonna nail it. It definitely has a lot of Hitman elements into it, but also it kind of also has the James Bond espionage infiltration stuff, mixing with it too. So I'm honestly a little bit excited to play the game. I don't want to keep my hopes too high, because we know what happens. The game, we get our hype level to the max, and then we play the game, and then the games end up being a disappointment, or it runs like ass. And that's the problem with a lot of games nowadays, is that a lot of these games are coming out just not optimized, and that's just, I don't think that can work anymore. Like, I think that's probably one of the biggest factors that makes people not play the game at all, is that the game runs like shit, and it takes them like months to get it fixed. We can't afford that. We just cannot afford that. The game has to be running at least at a playable state, at least. Like, yeah, not every game is going to come out fully optimized, but at least make the game playable where it's not going to detract you from the gameplay itself. Like, the game has to be at least somewhat stable. The frame rate doesn't have to be to the max and all that stuff. It would be nice for every game to come out optimized, but it is what it is. We can't have good things, but we just got to deal with it. And hopefully at least they'll be able to make the game at least somewhat playable. We just have to see, but that is going to be one of our biggest highlight for May. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to 007 First Light. The next game that I might buy, I'm still very skeptical on this, but this game called Directive 8020. Now this game is made by Supermassive, which is the same guys that did Until Dawn, the Dark Pictures games, and all that stuff. So for the most part, from the games I played, don't mind the dogs barking out there. But yeah, from what I've seen, it's pretty much going to play just like those games. You got like the choices, you got the choices that you make in the game could affect the whole outcome of the game. So some characters could die, permanently for that run. So you got to be like very mindful of what choice you make in the game, because that choice could mean the death of your character completely, and that could also affect the ending of the game too, which I do like. I haven't really finished all the Dark Pictures games, unfortunately. I did start Man of Medan, House of Ashes. I think that's it, really. And I own all of them, and I just never got the chance to play any of them besides House of Ashes and Man of Medan. Never beaten them, but from what I play, I did like the experience. Although they were a little bit finicky at launch, the performance was pretty bad. I still have yet to play Until Dawn. I really hope I will get the chance to play that game. Not sure when, but not anytime soon though, because there's a lot of games coming out this year. So yeah, this is the game that I might check out. I might wait on it. We just have to see. But from what it looks of it, it looks pretty cool. Kind of has a lot of inspiration from The Thing, specifically John Carpenter's The Thing. So that could be probably one of the main reasons why I kind of want to get the game. But time will tell. Maybe I'll wait until reviews come out to see if people saying the game is good or not. Time will tell. Next up, we're all going to be finishing up Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remake. I did kind of want to do the other endings too, but I might just do the default ending that the game is going to provide for us. I think I'm pretty much at the end of the game too, because when I completed chapter 8, I think chapter 8 I think it was chapter 8. I'm now in the final chapter now, so I'm literally at the end of the game. So we should be able to complete Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remake entirely, and then in my spare time I'll probably mess around with the game a little bit and try to get the different alternate endings. But it will be the final video when I do start my playthrough on Fatal Frame 2. I'm probably gonna make a separate video too on my overall dots my overall dots about the game, and I'll give you a little bit of a short one. I think the game is good, and it's also probably, I think it's my first Fatal Frame game too. I have not played. I might have played part 2 a little bit, maybe back in the day. I think it might be on the PS2 originally, and then it came out on Xbox later. So I think I might have played the game, but I've never been in it. I don't remember too much about it. So in theory, this is pretty much my first blind playthrough, my first time diving into the Fatal Frame franchise. And for the most part, I really do like Fatal Frame 2. I think it's a pretty good game. It definitely has that very, kind of has that old school, the way the game plays, the mechanic definitely has that old school feel to it, like the early 2000s. So, I don't know, maybe I'm just a little bit nostalgic, that could just be me. But so far, though, I really did like the game. Granted, a lot of people who are diehard fans of the game don't really like the remake because they changed a lot of the things. Like, I think the game originally is supposed to be fixed camera angles, and the ghosts are, in that game look a little bit more uncanny, a lot more, I guess less human. And I kind of understand from that aspect, because in the remake they do look a lot more detailed, which I think ghosts, I think they should look a little bit more uncanny. They're not supposed to look like humans, so I kind of feeling they probably should have kept, that same look like the look in the original game. But regardless, though, I think the game still did pretty. I think the game was fine even without, with the 3D models for the ghosts. I think they look pretty good. But yeah, I do understand, that some people might be a little bit turned off because the ghosts are supposed to look weird. They're supposed to look uncanny because they're ghosts. But in the remake, they look more like people, which it is what it is. That's the direction that they went for. It doesn't bother me as much, but I like the game. That's all I gotta say. I like the game. I think it's pretty good. I'm hoping to remake the older ones, like the first one, the third one. I think that's the only one that needs to be remade. The other ones got HD remasters already. So yeah, we should be able to beat that in no time. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to the conclusion of Fatal Frame 2. Well, it's going to be playing some more Mouse PI for Hire. I'm actually really, really digging the game. Although the gameplay in the combat is a bit simplistic, it plays just like your standard boomer shooter games. You got your standard shotgun, energy weapons, all that stuff. But I really do like I do really like the art style and the whole world that game is, because it's all 1930s inspired by like the classic Disney cartoons of the 1930s. It definitely really has that feel and look to it, and it's beautifully animated too. Absolutely, everything about that game just feels alive. Like the animation on certain enemies you fight, especially the robot Betty that you fight in the mansion. I thought it was pretty cool. And, you know, especially got those walking rockets that she deploys here. They got like the teeth and the nose. They're fully animated. So much emotion, so much passion into it. Like that's probably one of the main reasons why I love this game so much. It's like I said, it's not nothing groundbreaking, but you know, it's something that I think we desperately need, especially with a lot of games coming out and getting shut down within like a month or not weeks. Like games like Concord, High Guard, and a whole bunch of other live service games that just didn't make it. And we need more games like this where you just play the game, you sit through it, and then after that, it's a done deal. Like not every game needs to be a live service. Not every game needs to be a Ubisoft slop inspired open world game. Like sometimes you just need to make a good game within like 8-10 hours, if not a little bit more than that. That's fine. You know, we don't need the game to be like 100 to 200 hours to the point the game gets bloated, it gets boring. Perfect example, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I given up on that game. I might come back to it in the future, but not anytime soon. Like the game is just, I just got bored of the game. It's not that the game was horrible. It didn't play bad. You know, it looked nice, but it just wasn't for me. Like it just gotten so overbloated, so boring. Not sure about Shadows. I did play Shadows quite a bit, and I do like how Shadow plays. It definitely, to me, I think it's a better experience than Valhalla. The overall theme of it too being set in, you know, Findel, Japan. You know, I think that's what makes Shadows a little bit more playable for me. But something tells me if I keep playing Shadows, all that bloated content is probably gonna creep in, and eventually I'm gonna get sick of the game too. So I don't know. We just have to see once I start playing the game. But yeah, we're gonna play some more Mouse PI for hire for sure, and hopefully we get some more crazy enemies, more crazy weapons, because I've seen some screenshots, and my God, there are some crazy ass weapons you can get in this game. And I was like, you know what? I'm looking forward to it. The game is kind of going a little bit more to that Resident Evil territory with like the cultists and finding all these robots and all this shit. So the game is going to get pretty damn crazy, and I can't wait for it. I think the game is just going to get more crazier and crazier once we keep going to the game, and I can't wait for it because this is a fantastic game, Mouse PI for hire, and I can't wait for the story DLC that they have planned for the game too. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to the playthrough as well. Next up, we're gonna definitely be playing some more Pragmata. I definitely need to get this game completed before all the spoilers are posted online. A lot of people has already beaten the game already, so I definitely need to get into the train and try to beat Pragmata as well this month, because like I said, I don't want to get spoiled, you know, from all the people posting all this shit. So hopefully I'll be able to, you know, at least make some significant progress in Pragmata. I don't think I'm not gonna be able to beat the game this month. It depends if I'm playing the game constantly. We just have to see if I'm able to beat the game and upload all those videos on time. We just have to see. But yeah, Pragmata definitely has to be one of Capcom's biggest surprise, if not a big surprise for all the AAA games, because this game is nothing related to Resident Evil or any big IP that Capcom has. This is a complete original IP, and this game has been a huge success. And honestly, I'm very happy that you still got somebody out there in the AAA companies that are releasing original ideas. Even the way the gameplay is unique too. It's a third-person shooting game, but you also got a little hacking mini game that you have to contend with too in order to play with the game. It can get a little bit frustrating. It can get a little bit chaotic and hectic, but you know, I just gotta practice and get good at the game. And from what, like I said, everything that this game has to offer is pretty damn good. Like the story is pretty good, the graphics especially is fantastic, sound design, the art design alone, like everything about the game it's good. Like Capcom has been killing it, guys. And I think Capcom is definitely one of the biggest top AAA companies out there. They gotta be on top, on top with the big leagues, like with Foam Software. Foam Software, I think in my eyes, they're still kind of the number one when it comes to AAA companies, when it comes to making games, because everything Foam Software has made so far in the past few years, it's been bangers. And And every game they make is always, you know, something fresh, something new when it comes to like mechanics, combat, etc. And Capcom is definitely one of the big leads out there. And I cannot wait for Unimusha Way of the Sword to come out. That is a game that I'm absolutely going to buy day one. I love Unimusha. Being the first game recently, and I'm in the process of playing to the second game, so I might even add Unimusha 2 as well into May as well. I'll probably play a little bit of that as well, because I kind of dropped off on that game too. So we're going to be also playing Unimusha 2 as well for May. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to both Unimusha 2 and Pragmata. There's another game too that I also kind of want to check out. I did play the demo of this game last year, and that's going to be called Shift at Midnight. Now this is a game where you work at a convenient gas station store, and your job, of course, is to, you know, make sure you maintain the store by keeping the shelf stocked with, you know, with food, drinks, and also you got to investigate the customers that are coming in are truly human. That's right. Your job is not only to keep that place in stock, meet the quota for the money, but you also got to make sure that the people you're serving with are really human, because you got entities out there that are disguising themselves as humans. Not sure what the hell's going on, but that's pretty much the game's premise. Even the government even stated that, hey, keep a close eye for people, you know, that you interact with, because they could very well be not human. And good thing though for sure is that, hey, at least they have given us a piece. They have given us some traps that we can buy where we can offend ourselves from these entities. But yeah, it's a pretty cool demo. I really enjoyed the demo. I didn't play the demo in co-op though. I have a feeling it's going to be a whole lot funner, a lot more enjoyable in co-op. But from what I play in single player, it's pretty damn good. So I'm definitely going to be checking this game out when it comes out. On May 28th. It might be a little bit late it might be a little bit late, but I might be able to squeeze in that video at least on Thursday or Friday. We'll probably do like a first impression, since I think the game's going to come out in early access, I believe. Let me see. I'm going to check real quick. Shift at Midnight. Let's see if this game's going to come out as a full game or early access. Something tells me it's going to be early access. I don't see no early access, so I think when the game comes out, it's going to be the full game. So I think that's pretty good. So, but yeah, I'm definitely going to check this game out. Like I said, it's a pretty fun game. I'm going to try to convince my friends to get this game and try to play together and see how it goes, and hopefully have a fun time. Hopefully we'll also be able to check out Far Far West too. I don't know too much about this game, but this game has been blown up lately. It is one of the top sellers right now on Steam right now, and it's in that overwhelmingly positive too. So this game is doing really good, to say the least. It's doing extremely so well that it's in the top sellers right now on Steam. So this is a game I'm definitely going to be checking out for sure. From the looks of it, looks like it's going to be like a 1 to 4 player co-op game. You literally play as robot cowboys, and you're pretty much going out to the far, far west doing contracts or missions. So we're going out there taking out monsters, completing contracts, bounties. I think the game is it's kind of like a little bit like an extraction shooter too. So I guess it kind of has the same mechanics, kind of like Deep Space, you know, well, I forgot that name. Deep Space Collected something. I forgot. Deep Rock Galactic. Yeah, there we go. That's the game I was talking about. Where you play as the doors. You know, you go in there mining stuff, but you also got to fight creatures, and then you got to pull back, you know, with all the resources you got. I think it's going to have the same mechanic as that. That's just my guess. So, yeah, we definitely got to check this game out. It looks like it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Like I said, it's doing extremely well right now on Steam right now. And, like I said, I'm looking forward to see how this game go. Hopefully it's good, and it is early access, so we'll probably won't make too much videos on it. But if the game ends up being a whole lot funner than I anticipate, I'm definitely gonna make this maybe like more of a, you know, of a permanent playthrough, you know, and I'll keep playing through the game as it gets more up to. Because I think you can play this game solo too, so we'll probably do a few solo runs too. So we just have to see. But yeah, Far Far West. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to it, because this game looks absolutely goddamn crazy. I'm hoping that we'll be able to complete our last video for Silent Hill F. I wanted to do one final video where I do the UFO ending and then get the good ending, but I haven't really been playing the game a lot lately. I've been playing a lot of Fatal Frame 2, so hopefully I'll be able to squeeze in Silent Hill F Like I said, it is going to be the last video. I know there are alternate endings. There's even a true ending for that game. I'm just going to go for the goofy UFO ending, and I'm going to be doing the good ending. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Okay, that's all I'm freaking doing. Okay, I ain't gonna be, and I'm gonna be looking a lot of guides up too because I really beaten the game. I know a lot of the puzzles and all that stuff has been rearranged in the hardest difficulty settings, so I'm gonna look up online for that because I just kind of want to speed through it and get it over with. Because, like I said before, I'll say it again: the combat in Silent Hill F is ass. It's absolutely ass. I don't want to play that game as long as I wanted to, so I'm going to try to get to speed through the game, get those endings for you guys to see, and then that's it for Silent Hill F. I'll definitely make a final video on my thoughts about the game too, and what I hope for the future of the Silent Hill games. And last but not least, Season 3 for Battlefield 6 is coming out this month. And matter of fact, it's coming out within 2 weeks on the 12th of May. And that's where we're going to get our remake of Go Mode Railway, which is, I wouldn't say it's my favorite map from Battlefield 4, but I think it's a good map for Battlefield 6 altogether because Battlefield 6 lacks a lot of big maps. And considering to say this is going to be pretty much almost a one-on-one scale of the original map, if not a little bit bigger, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with us getting a more open sandbox Battlefield maps because Battlefield 6 desperately needed maps like that. Not only that though, the balance for like the vehicles, the guns, and especially the aircraft. I don't fly too much planes and helicopters, but apparently the balance for those ones are pretty bad. Like, doesn't matter how much content you bring out, if you don't fix the core problems in terms of the balance and the game mechanics itself, all that content stuff that we get is not going to matter. So I think most importantly, like, yes, more content is better, but you also need to fix the goddamn game. Make the balance a little bit more, make it, balance out the game. Like, make the gunplay more in depth like it was in Battlefield 4. Because every gun that I've used in this game so far, almost all of them felt the same, And I think that's probably one of the main reasons I kind of stopped playing the game as often is that I leveled out everything. I got the attachment I needed for all these guns, and it doesn't convince me to try out new guns because all of them are either inferior or they just perform the same. And I definitely think they definitely need to rebalance a lot of the guns because SMG should not be out sniping snipers of all things. In any Battlefield game, even Battlefield 4, like, yeah, there'll be times to get lucky shots with the double tap with the PDW, but it's not easy. But then again, that's how it's supposed to be. PDW SMGs are not meant for that long range combat. Yet in Battlefield 6, I am laser beaming snipers with SMGs, and they got high powered DMRs and sniper rifles. That shouldn't happen. That should not happen at all. So I think they definitely need to iron out the balance with the guns. Definitely iron out the balance with the vehicles, especially because of all the Battlefield games, the vehicles definitely has a whole lot of option when it comes to like the loadouts, the upgrades you need. Because you gotta remember, freaking Battlefield 4 has so much selection. You got air-to-ground missile. You got the I forgot what air-to-air missile, but it's the air-to-air missile where if you keep locking on that plane, that missile's gonna keep tracking them regardless if they shoot flares or not. I forgot what missile that was for Battlefield 4, but yeah, TV guided missiles, all that cool stuff, all that shit is missing. Thermal sights for vehicles also missing too. Like, there's a lot of things that is missing from Battlefield 6 when it comes to the vehicles. I think the vehicle is definitely going to need a lot of love when it comes to like the loadout and all that stuff because it just feels extremely bare bone. And they're also very, very built like a goddamn paper tiger. Like those tanks in IV, they get blown up pretty damn fast if you're not careful. And I don't know, maybe they need to adjust some of the damage as well. Like, obviously, I think the back shot, that should always be, a critical shot. You shoot any tank in the ass, they should take the most damage. But if you're taking damage from the side, especially the front, that shouldn't be a thing. But yeah, getting shot in the ass and getting shot in the top, that should be like the big, target. But I don't know why they can't even bother to add like, ricochet too. If you guys play Battlefield 5, you shoot the rockets at a certain angle, the rocket would actually ricochet from the armor. So I really hope they add something like that in Battlefield 6, where you have to if you shoot at a certain angle, it would just won't do too much damage, if no damage at all. It would just ricochet. I don't know how the hell that mechanic did not make it into Battlefield 6. Maybe they will. Time will tell. But regardless, though, I am looking forward to Season 3 for Battlefield 6. I'm definitely looking forward to checking out, Go Mode Railway Remake, as well as Grand Bazaar Remake as well. They call it Cairo Bazaar, but I'm going to call it Grand Bazaar and Go Mode Railway. I don't give a shit what they dig. But yeah, at least we're getting some, two decent, remake maps, and I'm fine with that. And then, of course, on June or July, we also got the Nioh maps. I think those maps are going to be a whole lot fun. It's going to be a lot of fun because we got Wake Island coming back. And I think Wake Island's going to be an absolute banger for 6. And then we also got a new map set in Japan that looks a whole lot like, Henan Resort from BF4, because you got that big hotel plaza like Henan Resort has. So I think it's sort of either a callback or maybe it is a remake of that map, but they call it differently. I don't know. To me, I'm getting a lot of Parcel Storm vibe from that map when I saw the concept art. That's the feel I got. So I'm definitely looking forward to the Nioh maps. I think that one's going to be probably the best content that we're going to get for Battlefield 6 until we get Season 5, where we get 3 maps. And hopefully by then they have like server browser, all that shit up. Hopefully proximity chat for multiplayer, not just RedSec. We better make it available to goddamn multiplayer too. I want to shit talk to freaking enemies when I get the chance. Like that would be such a freaking fun and very satisfying experience. Then again, I could get a better end of the stick. They'll probably shit talk me too. But hey, that's the joy of proximity chat. Hopefully that makes it a multiplayer. I really hope so, because not only you can shit talk, but you can also tell your teammate, hey, Blazer, 762. I need ammo, instead of standing in front of them and shooting them, trying to, tell them to throw ammo. Now you can talk to them directly, and they will give you ammo. And plus, it will probably make the combat and the teamwork more fun, more enjoyable. Probably a lot of funny moments too, because you're gonna get some people that are gonna RP the shit out of this crap, and who knows, it might work. You might win the game. You might lose the game. I'm hoping proximity chat gets added to play. It better not just be RedSec only. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Battlefield 6. Hopefully the new Go Mode Railway map ends up being pretty good. I think it's going to be good if it's going to be an almost faithful remake of the original with some additions here and there. I think it's going to be a good map because it's going to be a proper Battlefield map with vehicles, open big fields and all that stuff. Like, I think it's going to be good. And Grand Bazaar, it's going to be hectic out there. It's going to be a crazy ass map. But yeah, time will tell. Hopefully you guys looking forward to some more Battlefield 6. I'm going to list all the other games in the honorable mention. These are games that might be able to check out in May if I have time. Maybe not. We just have to see. But that's going to be it, guys, today for the May monthly update. Not too many big games at the moment. We're probably going to get some more big games coming out over like June and July, if anything. But May seems like it's going to be a little bit quiet besides First Light 007, which I'm definitely going to be absolutely checking out that game. That game's, I have a feeling, it's going to be pretty damn good. So hopefully it's good. But yeah, guys, I think that's all I'm gonna have today for this month upload video. I haven't been really uploading as much as I wanted to last month. I just been tired, to be honest. I've just been really tired from work, so I didn't really have the chance to do any new videos for a while. Just been coming home from work, just mostly sleeping, taking naps here and there, watching a movie, doing some editing, hanging out with the homies, it's just really haven't been having time to do too many things. But hopefully May we'll start picking the pace back up, start playing a lot more games. Speaking of games, I want to play some more Starship Troopers Ultimate Bug War. I definitely enjoyed the first mission I played, so I'm definitely want to play some more for May. So hopefully I'll be able to squeeze that in. And yeah, I've been like I said, I've just been tired lately, so I just haven't really gotten a chance to do any videos. But yeah, I'm also planning to do some more some YouTube shorts too. I'm planning on doing YouTube shorts, release like a sneak peek of a lot of the videos that I do, which I should have been doing a long time ago. I don't know why I haven't been doing YouTube shorts, but lately I've been doom scrolling YouTube shorts. I see, you know, a lot of my favorite YouTubers that I watch playing, you know, games. They do YouTube shorts and they did a pretty good job, you know, editing those out. So I'm gonna have to give YouTube shorts a try. I haven't really uploaded any YouTube shorts. I'm not sure how the format is and all that stuff. So I gotta do some research to figure out, you know, what kind of format I need to use to upload proper YouTube shorts. So. But yeah, I will be experimenting with that, and hopefully, you know, and hopefully it will get a lot more attention for a lot of my videos, when more people will be able to watch my videos as well. You know, because that's my goal too, is to make this channel grow too. But you know, we just have to see. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end here for now. I've been ranting on for far too long, so I'm gonna let you guys go. And before I leave, if you guys are new to the channel, every month when I upload these videos, I will be giving out free PC games. So if you guys have a working PC, you got Steam and all that stuff, and you play games on PC, I will be giving out free PC games. And this is pretty much my way of expressing my gratitude to pretty much everybody that support the channel. You know, all the people that has supported my channel, you know, from the beginning to most recently, people joining the channel now. So it's pretty much my way of, you know, it's my thanks, you know, for you guys supporting the channel, and in return I will give out free PC games for you guys to redeem. And all these free PC games are usually ranging from AAA to indie, so it's going to be first come first serve. So keep that in mind when you redeem these games. It's going to be first come first serve. So anybody that redeems it ahead of time, well, I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. So, and how this works too is that I will be leaving at least 4 to 5 PC games in the comment section below. So check the comment section, and I'm going to leave out questions for you guys to answer. And if you get the correct answer, that answer is going to be the one to figure out the missing numbers and letters for the given PC for the PC code key that I will have leave out. There's going to be some question marks, so you gotta look carefully. So pretty much, if you answer it correctly with the questions I've given you, it's going to fill out the missing, you know, letters and numbers for that specific PC game key code that I have left in the comment section. So it's a little bit of a question. It's a little bit of a work you gotta get, but I did this so that way the bots won't be able to come in and steal all the keys all at once. So that's why I'm giving you guys an opportunity, a chance to redeem this PC games, you know, fair and square, without the bots coming in stealing all of them at once. Because back then I just uploaded the keys. Right off the bat, the boss will come by, they'll take all the keys, and then people will tell me, hey, the keys are already gone. I was like, you know what, I had to do some safeguards. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, yeah, like I said, keep an eye out in the comment section below, so that way you have a chance to redeem free PC games. And like I said before, it's going to range from AAA to indie. It is going to be mostly Steam, but it could be on GOG, Epic Games, Ubisoft, etc. It is also going to be strictly PC too, so no console game key codes, so only PC games. Just to give you guys heads up. But yeah, I think that's all I got today, guys. I've been ranting on for far too long. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Hopefully the next month or so things will start to pick up. Right now May doesn't seem to be too much yet besides First Light, so we just have to see. But yeah, and that's all I got today, guys. Other than that, huge shout out to all the supporters for the channel, both old and new. Really appreciate you guys' support for the channel. It means a lot to me. Without you guys' support, I wouldn't be here. So I gotta give my big thanks to all of you guys for coming by here and checking the channel out, watching the videos, hearing me out. You know, it means a lot to me. It's one of the main reasons why I keep doing YouTube. So hopefully we keep doing YouTube, you know, for decades, if not keep doing it until I'm pretty much dead. But yeah, I'm gonna have it here for now, guys. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic weekend. I know I am gonna have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe out there, and of course, happy gaming. And until then, guys, I will see you in the next one. Peace.